Welcome back to Season 2. We're back with more fun, more action, and so many more books. There's a lot to get into today, so let's get started.
Welcome back to Season 2.
Woohoo!
Well, hey! What?
What are you currently reading?
I have literally today finished reading Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Ngan? Ngan. N-G-A-N. This one.
Nyan. I don't
Instagram,
know.
I did do a post about it, so scroll back to find that. So yeah, I finished that today. So I enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 3.5, maybe a 4, kind of somewhere around there. Yeah. But I've just picked up and have read about 3 pages of Angie Thomas's On the Come Up, which is being released, I think, on the 5th of Feb.
Is it that soon?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Is it is it like a sequel or is it like a totally new thing?
no, so it's a totally new story. So listeners, she wrote The Hate You Give, which is also a movie, which must come out soon, right?
I think we figured out it was coming out in March for us.
Okay.
But I think it's come out like everywhere else now, so we could probably find it on the internet before it actually came here.
Yeah, so yep, only 3 pages in, so can't really comment so far. But I suspect I'm going to like it because I liked The Hate You Give.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will let you know. What about you?
I've just finished Crazy Rich Asians.
Nice.
And I've also just finished, quite on time, The Gentleman's Guide for Vice and Virtue.
Perfect, yep.
So we'll get to that soon.
Yep.
And then the book I'm picking up right now, finally!
Yay! Finally!
A Conjuring of Light.
Good.
After I find some, some kind of synopsis.
Summary, yeah.
Summary, that's the word, yeah.
I had forgotten how big it is until you held it up just now.
It's huge!
It's quite colossal, isn't it?
That's what's been putting me off.
Yeah, that's quite hefty.
Because I got it for Christmas, and it's been a while since Christmas, but I just haven't read it because it's just so big.
Okay, speaking about big books, though, this book arrived a couple of weeks ago. No, probably 6 weeks ago. A Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, look at it.
How many pages is that?
You want to know how many pages this
Yes.
is? Let me tell you. Hold on a minute.
Because this is only... this is 666 pages.
Oh, Sophie, you're not even ready. Hang on, these don't even have page numbers on them. Hang on. That's how many. That's how you know it's big, right? They're like, I'm giving up. I can't number this. Okay. So it turns out there was a short story at the end which didn't have page numbers. But the official count of the book, are you ready?
No.
880.
That's like a month of reading.
Look at it. It's huge.
I remember
gosh.
I always used to think The Order of the Phoenix was really big.
Yes.
Because it was just gigantic and the hardcover is like really big.
It's really big, yeah.
I own the paperback version here. Also, hello, new shelf.
Oh, yay! Beautiful. Love your little pop figures at the top on top of the Harry Potter illustrated versions.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's only short, but I love him.
It's good.
And it's freed up my other one, which is slightly dying from its bowing shelves of too many books on it, but...
What a nice problem to have.
It's alright. It's fine. I was saying something before I talked about my bookshelf, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, yeah, Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, no.
Well, I interrupted you, yeah.
No, I interrupted myself, actually. Yeah.
But you were talking about A Conjuring of Light before that.
Yes. So I'm excited to get into it after I remember what happened before I got into it. Also, the text on the back is really hard to read. Is
it like white on red or something?
It's white on black, but it's like it's small text and it's I don't want to get too type nerdy here.
But
let's dumb it down for the non-type nerdy people.
Yeah.
It's just got like thin bits of it that it shouldn't have. It's just badly designed. I'm sorry, but I'm sure I'll enjoy the story.
Yes, the story is good.
I'm also slightly sad that I don't have the proper the really nice covers
Yeah, the cool ones with the like the first ones, like those two.
Yeah, the two
circles with the
circles,
little yeah.
and the version of those.
I know the one.
But
yeah, I really like those covers too. But I've got all three of my covers are the covers that you've got.
Yeah, it's just the black kill outline thing.
Yeah,
that one. Oh well, I can't complain. I got it for Christmas, and I'm pretty sure I linked this version anyway because it was cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Goodreads goal for 2019. Last year I only set mine at 45, but managed to read in total 79.5. But this year I haven't put it up heaps. I've only put it up to 50. But mostly because last year I read so many of those comic books, and also because our Bloggers Bookshelf book club theme was short stories / books under 200 pages. So I feel like this year I'm not going to be reading a lot of short books.
No.
Hence the bump up, but not too extreme.
Too much, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It's interesting because we both are on 50.
Yeah, here we go.
Technically, I've bumped it up from, well, last year's goal was 40, that got bumped up to 45.
Okay.
And then I read 50 something. So long ago.
Yeah.
I think it was either 50 or 52 or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
So I was just over 50, I think. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah. But yeah, so I only went up a little bit because obviously I don't want to put up too much or I might not reach it.
You don't want to stretch it.
But as I've already read 5 books this year,
yeah,
I think we're okay because I'm 10% through already.
I feel like you're doing well. Yeah, that's really good. I think.
Although this is going to take me a month to read. Conjuring of Light.
You may whiz through it.
Maybe. I'm now at work again, so
less time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already read 3, one of which was one of my vow to read books this year, which was Percy Jackson, number 1.
Yay! Finally!
So basically the only reason I picked it up so soon in the year, I didn't really have a plan to when I was going to read it, but the reason I picked it up was because I took 2 books away with me on a holiday, which was a rookie move because I read Dry by Neil Shusterman in a day, and then I only had 1 book left. And so that book was A Court of Thorns and Roses, which we'll get to in a minute. And that took me a bit longer, but then when I finished that, I was like, well, great. Now I'm at a loss for books, and I was literally away. So I had to find a book that was available for instant download borrowing from the library, and Percy Jackson was not available in a single form book, but there was a 3-pack bundle ebook of the first 3 books, and that was available. So I was like, perfect, boom, did that. So I'm quite pleased that I've already done one.
Same.
Yep.
It was Crazy Rich Asians. I don't know why I picked it up so soon, apart from the fact that I wanted to watch the movie.
Oh yeah.
I think I got to the I organized myself so well this the start of the year. This is my new bookshelf is my TBR / favorites one.
Yeah.
So now if I want to read a new book, I just go over to this bookshelf and ignore this gigantic thing.
Yeah.
Because my aim for the year is to read more of my shelves and not buy books.
Yes, good.
We'll see how that goes.
Yep.
So now on this shelf I have all 5 of my vow to rereads.
Oh, good. Yep.
And 4 of my vow to reads. So I was like, actually, no, I take that back. 3 of my vow to reads.
That's still good.
So then I went on to my Kindle. I was like, okay, let's just see how much they are on the Kindle shop. I don't normally buy Kindle books. Yeah, Crazy Rich Asians was on sale. And so I was like, screw it, let's get it. And then I just decided to start reading it.
Good.
And then I got hooked.
Yeah.
And now I've bought the second book.
Have you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good.
So those are 2 books I've bought this year. And hopefully not many more, but we'll see, because I probably will buy the 3rd book, but that's expensive at the moment, so
So what else is on your vow to read list then?
So, Conjuring of Light, obviously.
Nice, yep.
Throne of Glass, which I also got for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm well prepared. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr? Doerr? I don't know.
Yeah.
But that one. The Tattooist of Auschwitz. I'm really bad at pronouncing that without offending people.
Yeah.
And Crazy Rich Asians. So I've done 1 out of 4 so far.
That's very good. Yeah.
How you've done 1? What are your other 4?
My other 4 are A Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, which is the second book after A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue.
Yep. I'm interested to see where that goes now.
Yes, I have a feeling it's not really... Hang on, I've got it right here. Just let me pick it up.
It's like it's a year after the Gentleman's Guide finishes, isn't it?
I feel like it's not quite... Oh, sorry, my screen just keeps dying. It's because I took the book stand away from it. Okay. So I feel like it's not quite a sequel in that it follows Felicity, one of the characters, rather than Monty, the main character of the last book.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those like sequel, but could possibly maybe be standalone, but probably not.
Yeah.
Books.
I think I read that they technically both could be, but they also do kind of link together.
Yeah.
And that they kind of slightly lead off from each other and things like that.
Yeah. So that was my second one. And then my third vow to read is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. So it's another in the Grisha universe, the Grishaverse. Quick sidebar while we're at it, because, I have to talk about this.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. In case you missed it, Internet, early January, they announced that Netflix was going to be doing an adaptation show of the Shadow of Bone series and the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. And I am well excited about it. From my minimal research, because I didn't want to find spoilers or anything, it looks like they're kind of going to be weaving both series together somehow, which will be interesting because they're set in the same world, but the time zone is different. Like the timing is different. So not sure how that's going to work and if it's going to work, but
does the time...
I'm excited.
Because I haven't read it. Does the time kind of relate to the story, or can they easily move one?
I can see how they can merge it together, because Six of Crows comes after Shadow and Bone series. I think there's definitely mentions of the events that happen in the Shadow and Bone series in the Six of Crows duology, and there's a character who shows up, I'm pretty sure, in Six of Crows, who was a character in the other series.
Okay.
So it's definitely set after each other, but yeah, I hope they can merge it well. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. But it's literally just been released, so announced.
So how many books?
So it's
3 and 2, sorry?
3 and 2, yeah.
Yeah. So 5. And when does it come out approximately?
I don't know. I don't think there's a date yet.
It's a lot of books I have to read.
Yeah. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you've probably got at least a year, to be honest, because I don't think... I don't know. Netflix is actually pretty prompt with their announcements to airing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to scour the internet, or just wait patiently or impatiently.
So that to read, and then we have the second To All the Boys I've Loved Before coming out too.
I have to read that.
I have to read, and then there was something else that was coming out that I was meant to read, and I can't remember.
The Passage comes out, or has just come out. I was talking about in our Halloween episode about The Passage, and it was like vampires but not, and I did a terrible job of it explaining. Well, there's now a show. They started airing all these books coming, TV shows and movies, and I'm like, wait, hold on, I haven't read them yet.
I need to catch up.
Slow down. Yeah. So anyway, A King of Scars comes out in January this year. So by the time we release this episode, it may already be out. But I'm definitely excited about that. And the fourth vow to read is P.S. I Still Love You.
Yeah.
As we've just talked about. So that's the second into All the Boys I Loved Before. And then the last one is thanks to Rhea in our guest episode last season, Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. which sounds really cool, and I'd love to read that. Also, I think the second one's coming out this year as well, so
Get prepared, yeah.
got to read that so I can then read the next one. Yeah, like getting organized.
I swear I technically have like 20 Valta reads.
Oh man, me too. Like, it was a struggle to just cut it down to 5.
Yeah, I know. I think it probably helped that I just kind of quickly scroll down my Goodreads, want to read, and just be like,
like, these 5, these ones will do.
Yep.
I will read these.
I want to read them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. I'm going to try this year to actually read all 5, because every year we do a vow to read on Bloggers Bookshelf. I have never read all 5. Is
your best like 4?
I think my best was 4, and I think that was last year. And I think the only one I didn't read was Percy Jackson. So I've already done that one this year. Booyah! Take that, 2019. I'm onto ya, I tell ya. My goodness.
Yeah, we're doing well. Yeah. So movie adaptations kind of leads on to my vow to reread, because 3 of them are movies.
Oh wow, 3.
Yes. One is The Book Thief.
Nice.
Because I love it, and I've actually never reread it after the first time I've read it. And I always keep saying it's like my favourite book, but I've never actually reread it. Yep. So I'm going to do that and see if it's actually still my favourite book.
Yeah. Stay tuned, internet. You did talk about that way back in season 1. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out. I can't wait to jump back into that. And then I have 2 kind of similar things, City of Bones and Divergent.
Oh, yes.
Because I haven't read them in ages, and I felt like going back to them.
Yep.
And for some reason I chose those 2 over other of those kind of books.
Yeah.
Like The Hunger Games and all those kind of things, but I felt like rereading those. A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Nice, yep.
Because I just want to reread it again. And basically get ready for our episode, hopefully, about our love.
Yep. We will get there.
Yep. And then my last one is Anna and the French Kiss.
Okay, see, I haven't read those books.
I have that. They made it onto my favourite shelf.
Oh, good. Are there 3 of them?
Yeah, there's Anna and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Isla and the Happily Ever After.
Okay, yeah.
And they're really cheesy, but they're really good. And I just enjoy them. So I keep seeing a lot of references to Anna and the French Kiss on like Instagram and stuff. And I'm like, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It feels like so long ago. And it is the best of the 3. So I'm going to go back and see if it deserves its place.
Yeah. So it is the first one?
Yeah.
And do they all follow each other? Because the name is different.
They kind of do. They're in the same world, and technically they know each other.
Okay. Yeah.
But
so there's some sort of connection.
Like Anna knows someone, Isla's brother or something, like, like something random, like they're slightly
like
connected.
Like one of those movies like Love Actually, or New Year's Eve, or what's the other one?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, yeah, like all those movies.
Like those. They kind of know each other, and they're in the same world, and they technically happen one after the other, and that kind of thing. But yeah, I feel like there'd be a fun like Netflix movie.
Oh yeah,
like something like that. Yeah. So yeah, those are my 5.
Cool.
And I'm really excited to get into them, but I'm trying to reread like new books at the moment, so I don't spend my entire year rereading things.
Yeah, that's the reason I haven't reread so many books, because like there's so many new books that I haven't read yet. Yeah, my reread, and I kind of have done one of them recently. Anyway, 4 of my reread will have movie/TV adaptations. So one is Harry Potter, because I feel like I haven't read Harry Potter in a while, and probably a couple of years. So I want to read The Philosopher's Stone again, and I might try and reread it via the illustrated edition, because I've read the beautiful, like flicked through the beautiful book, but I haven't read it. So might do that. And then the other one's A Series of Unfortunate Events 1. So The Bad Beginning. I actually started rereading this last year on audiobook, and it was kind of a dramatized kind of version in that the 3 kids had different voices to the narrator. But then I forgot about it, and the library sucked it away from my phone into the abyss. So that didn't happen. So I probably got halfway through, I think. So I need I'll just pick up the book again and just read the whole thing again.
That is one of the other reasons why I've read A Gentleman's Vice Guide to Vice and Virtue, like, now,
Quite
is because
quickly.
it's due back at the library today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Had to be quick.
Yeah. My other vow to reread is the, appropriately, Shadow and Bones series and Six of Crows duology. I put 5 books
you
on
cheating?
it. Yes, I am cheating. But I feel like I've said it before. Like, I really want to reread them. So, you know, now it's like the perfect opportunity to reread.
And technically, we did talk about reading/rereading them together, so we can talk about them when
the show comes out.
Show appears.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was actually quite excited about that. But then the last vow to read book is Fangirl, because I've only read it once.
Oh,
and I love it. And I feel like I need to
reread that.
Yeah, see, I feel like I need to get back into that life. And because Rainbow hasn't had a book out for a while.
I know.
However, which leads us on to books that I'm really excited that are being released this year. And one of them is the sequel to Carry On, which is Wayward Son. And it doesn't have a release date as of yet, but yes.
But it's got 2019 as its, like...
Yeah, so there's no month yet. So a lot of the other books that I'm looking forward to they already have months attached to them, which is exciting. Yeah. So how many of these do you want to know? I've got a lot. I'll give you a couple. I've got a couple. I've already mentioned 2 of them. So I've already mentioned King of Scars, which comes out in January. On the Come Up, which comes out in February. Cassandra Clare has 2 books being released this year.
I saw that. She has, like... I didn't realise she had so many series. Like, I blinked and suddenly there's, like, so many more of them.
Wait, what? Yeah. So Ghosts of the Shadow Market comes out in June. So this is the recent kind of compilation of about 10 short stories. Much like that of Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy and The Bane Chronicles.
Okay, yeah.
So she's been releasing these stories over the past year in ebook form, I think. So this is just like the compilation in actual physical copy. So I haven't read any of them. So that's in June. And then she's also got Chain of Gold, which is a new series. The series is called The Last Hours. That doesn't come out until November. Yeah, that's exciting. The Wicked King by Holly Black has just come out, so I have kind of cheated. But I have already got that right here sitting, waiting for me to read. But that did come out this past week or the week before, early January anyway. Anyway, and there's a bunch of others, but that'll do for now.
Quick mention.
Okay. Finale, which is the Caravel number 3, which I shouldn't have really put on this list because I haven't actually read number 2, but that's okay. We'll move on. Then there's A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Chimera, which I hadn't heard before, but it looks cool and I'm excited about it. Circle of Shadows by Evelyn Skye. Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell.
That sounds
semi-lied. Cool. Yeah. And it looks, I think it might be a comic.
It does kind of look like that.
It looks like that, but I'm not 100% sure, so somebody correct me. Evermore by Sarah Holland, that comes out in January, and that is the second in the Everless series. And Romanov by Nadine Brandes, or Brands with an E-S. This looks really cool, and it sounds like it's kind of a retelling or a reimagining of Anastasia, as in Russia.
Yeah.
As in Romanov family. And I love that.
The cover looks really cool.
It looks so cool. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. And that one comes out in May, apparently. So I'm sure there's lots more, but that was my current list of excitement. Which is not gonna, this is why I can't have a book buying ban, because look at all the books.
I'm trying to like save and
it's so good.
We're aiming to save for a house. So that's a lot of books.
Yeah.
A lot of books, but then if I get a house, I can buy more books to fill.
Yes, and you'll have more bookshelves.
I will have so many bookshelves
because you'll have more walls.
Yes, I will have like an office that I can fill with like so many bookshelves and fill it with books and stuff. Who cares about a mortgage? I won't pay it. I will just buy books.
Who needs it?
As long as I got the house.
Fine. House to put the books in. That's why you have a house.
Yep. Yeah, well, we will see how that goes. I've got like a little spreadsheet open and prepared to try and track how much I I spend on books this year. It's not really a ban, it's more of a
Okay.
try not to.
Yeah.
Try and read more of what I got on my shelves and what I receive and
Library books.
yeah, library, audiobooks, all that kind of stuff. Although after I finished A Gentleman's Guide, I tried to find a new book to get on an audiobook. I could not find one that was like available.
Yeah.
It's like I have like 5 or 6 holds now.
Yeah. And I feel like they take ages, and then by the time the library's like, yeah, it's ready for you, we've downloaded it onto your device, you're like, well, I'm reading 3 other books right now.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
have time. And also, I'll forget about it in the next 21 days.
That is what I assume has happened to most of them, is that people have downloaded them, forgot about them, and then it takes 21 days or so to take it back
even
for
if
them.
you're like 3rd or 4th in line, it still take months.
Yeah. It's like, if there's 2 copies and you're 5th in line, you've got to wait I don't want to do the maths, there's so many days.
No. There we go. Dear New Zealand Library audio book members, if you're not going to read a book, please return it so we can read it.
Please.
And we will try and do the same.
Please. I'm getting better at returning them when I've finished and when I remember them, and if I'm not going to read them, I will return them. And so I remember at one point I had 4 sitting there and I was only listening to the one. Because I got prepared for my holiday and then I didn't read at all. And so now I've none. I just have to listen to music at work, which is fine. It's just I like the variation.
Yes.
All right, so book club.
Book club! Woo!
Did you love it?
Yes, I did. Do you want to quickly tell the listeners what A Court of Thorns and Roses is about?
I haven't read it in a while. That's why it's on my reread. If as far as I can remember, it is about... Do we confirm how do you pronounce her name?
Feyre.
Feyre, okay.
Feyre?
I think that is actually how you pronounce it.
Yeah, I think because I went on YouTube at the very beginning and I was like, right, I need a video of Sarah J. Maas explaining how to name her characters. And there is one, and she goes through all the characters in this book.
Really? Okay, yes, I really need to listen to this.
So I'm pretty sure it's Feyre.
Okay, yes. Okay, her.
Oh, actually, no, and also stand by. There's a pronunciation guide at the back of the book.
That's why I remember that was how it's pronounced.
Also this, so it's Feyre. Okay, but then Rysand, I would definitely say that's a rye, like R-H-Y by itself. I would say rye. But then R-H-Y-S by itself would be Rhys. So then his name is Rhysand.
Yeah.
But to me, it still looks like Rysand.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I always pronounce it Rysand, but I always pronounce it Fairy.
Oh, yeah. I think I nailed, Feyre, at the beginning. I was like, okay, I got that. But then every time it came to Rysand, I was like, it's Rysand and Rhys. It's Rhys or Rysand.
I can never pronounce it, the correct way the first time, because I always just want to pronounce it, how I want to pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Harry Potter characters all over again.
Yeah. Although I think I actually pronounced all of Harry Potter, correctly.
Oh, yeah.
I think the worst name is Cato in the Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah.
I pronounce Cato.
Cato, yeah, because that's how it's spelled.
That's how it's spelled. And then the trailer came out and it was Cato. I was like,
wait, what?
Oh my god!
Isn't that the
I didn't
word?
even think of that. My little brain was mind blown. I didn't understand. Anyway, back to the summary.
Anyway, yes.
Basically, Feyre is captured by Tamlin in the court, the spring court. Spring court, yep. You can tell it's been a while. Yep. And she just loves, I don't know, she lives her life there, and I can't remember. Something happens at the end. She falls in love with him. Or is that too much spoilers?
Nope, that's fine. I feel like that's something that's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of like Beauty and the Beast, but not really.
Kinda, yeah.
It is way better than Beauty and the Beast. I'm sorry.
And they're fairies. I feel like you're missing the main point, which they are fairies.
I always feel like if I say fairies, people get put off.
No, but I feel like they don't, because it's Sarah J. Maas, so she can't go wrong. It's
not like, when we say fairies, they're not like little pixies.
They're not like Cornish pixies.
They're like humans, but hotter.
It's like when you picture an elf. It's not a Christmas elf, it's a Legolas. That's how that's this fairy kind of distinction.
That's kind of how I imagine Lucian is Legolas.
Yes, 100%. That's what it is.
Maybe with like a little bit shorter hair and a little bit more goldenly hair.
Yeah.
But that is Lucian.
Yeah, totally.
Like, do you want to read all the rest now?
So I really liked it. So I kind of don't know what I was thinking. Like, I knew that I was going to like it because it's Sarah J. Maas and I love her Throne of Glass series. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I kind of didn't know what to expect. And I feel like when you were raving about it last season, I kind of had forgotten kind of the premise behind it. And I think my other like kind of hesitation to begin with was how there's so the world of Prythian or
Prythian. Yeah.
Or Prythian.
Prythian? Okay, let's have that.
It says Prythian. It says in the back Prythian. Again, with the Y.
Why do I even try to correct you? I'm never correct.
Yeah, I think it's the Y that puts me off. Yeah. Anyway, in Prythian, so the world, which looks remarkably like England.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep, 100% England. And then Ireland is called Highborn.
Oh, there you go. See, I even got you a book with a map.
Yeah. See? Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
See, I know you.
Man, I love maps. So anyway, so there are like different courts where like the fairies kind of rule or whatever. So it's like kind of the world is like broken up into different ones. So like summer, autumn, winter, dawn, day, night, and spring. I did that in a really weird order, and I apologize. However, the point still remains that the world is cut up into courts, and I feel like the last book I read that was kind of cut up in this way with a summer, like a kind of seasonal court kind of theme. I can't remember what book it was, but I feel like I didn't love it. And so the idea kind of was sitting in my mind that I didn't know if I was going to like this one. However, can confirm, absolutely loved it. 5 stars. And yes, I'm well excited to pick up the next one. In fact, it did take me about a week maybe to read it. Maybe 5 days. But as soon as I finished it, I was like, well, great. How do I get the next one? Because it's all the way back home and I'm 7 hours drive away. So that wasn't going to happen.
Yep.
So, yes, thank you for making me get, my A into G and actually read this book. Because,
You're welcome,
Sarah J. Maas is queen. And on that note, I'm very excited to go and see her in Auckland in April.
Yes.
But also, I have to read the rest of the Throne of Glass series because she's doing her Kingdom of Ash? I don't even own that book yet, So I've still got I've got 4 books to read before April. And I don't know if that's going to happen. So I kind of hope that she's not going to do much spoiler stuff. But I kind of feel like she is. So I think after reading On the Come Up, I might just have to pause all things and binge read the rest of her other series in preparation for April. And then I will come back to the second one in this series, which is A Court of Wings and Ruin.
Mist and Fury. Mist and Fury, yeah.
I've stacked mine the wrong way. Yeah.
So they don't get to the Night Court in here, do they?
No. So as far as they get in this one is Under the Mountain. Yeah.
Oh, you have so much to go.
I know. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Who's your favorite character?
Yeah. I do quite like Feyre. Like as a main character, she's good. I think Lucian is my favorite, actually. I think he is because I was like, oh yeah, Tamlin. I could get he's fine. But then I think Lucian's definitely my fave. So he is the friend of Tamlin Internet, and Tamlin's like the main kind of lead guy.
He's the love interest.
Currently. But I have a good friend called Tamlin, and she's a girl. So the name Tamlin, when I first read it, I was like, wait, what? But it's fine. It's fine. I got over that quite quickly. Yeah.
I'm just so excited for you to read the rest.
Yay! It might take all year. In fact, I can 100% guarantee it's going to take me all year.
That's fine. I can wait because Lucian just gets better.
Does he? That's not possible.
Well, he has a rocky moment in the middle, but he gets better, and then
I'm ready for his character development.
Yeah, he's great. It's interesting. I keep wanting to ask you, did this happen? Did this happen? Did this happen? But I don't want to spoil
Probably don't ask me.
in case it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So basically, in this one, I get so confused because I read them, so close together. So they kind of all merged together. So this one, they went under the mountain, she did all the tasks, and then they've just gone home. That's it, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, I believe the last. I think it kind of ends kind of non-dramatically
Yeah.
ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I won't ask you anything else because I'm pretty sure that did not happen, and that happens in the other ones, and I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay, yeah, probably don't tell me. And so far, I feel like we've done a good job of kind of explaining what the book is about without giving any major spoilers to the internet.
I think we're doing well.
Yeah. Okay. So the book I chose for you was The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and so it's about Henry / Monty Montague. And he and his friend Percy and his sister Felicity go on like this big European. They go and visit the continent, because
they go on tour.
They go on tour.
They go on tour of the continent
because they're so English and so whatever century they're in. What century is this?
17th?
17th century. No, that would be the 1600s. 18th century.
Yes. It's the 1700s, anyway. I'm pretty sure.
Cool. And so then Monty, like, takes something that he shouldn't have, and it kind of ends up as this big, wild chase around Europe. And they get themselves into all sorts of mischief, and Monty is in love with Percy, and Felicity is like this awesome, smart, brainy girl who just knows everything, and she's very book savvy, which is fun. And it was just a really fun book, and so that's why I liked it. What did you think?
I thought it was good.
Good. But
that kind of like short. No, I did really enjoy it. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I gave it like I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads, but it's more like a 4.5.
Okay, yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, it was a tiny bit slow in the beginning, and it took me a while to get in. But maybe that was just because I was listening to it on audiobook.
Oh.
But I will say, if you have chance, listen to the audiobook.
Oh, really?
Because the narrator is amazing.
Oh. Do you remember who narrated it?
No, but it's just excellent. His Monty voice
No,
is just...
wait! No! I did that last year! Hold the phone!
You did it?
I reread this book last year via audiobook. And isn't it what's-his-face Tom Riddle?
What?
Yeah, didn't I say this? Okay, now I just have to... Okay, quick pause.
Okay.
Google.
Google.
Or maybe he did a different book that I reread audiobook last year, but I'm pretty sure it was this one.
I know who it's by. I want to know who voiced it.
I'm like 99%.
Christian Coulson.
Yeah, and okay, just quickly Google him. I'm pretty sure it's Tom Riddle.
Oh my god, it is!
Yes! Okay, good. I wasn't going crazy. Yeah, so good, right? I swear I told you this last year.
I swear, it's coming back to me now, but... Oh my god.
That's why it was so good.
He is the perfect Monty.
It's so good, right?
Yes, he was excellent.
Like, the voice was perfect.
Yes, it was. And he made the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've actually read anything in that kind of era before.
Yeah, the closest thing that I would kind of get to that era is probably, like, Cassandra Clare's Clockwork.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a bit earlier still.
Yeah, because I haven't read those.
Okay.
Well, I read the first few pages to know that it's around that.
Yeah.
I've seen the timestamp. Yeah, and then, so it kind of took me a little bit to get into it because I was a bit, it just not what I'm used to. And then they went away and I got hooked. And then...
And there are bandits and, like, carriages.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? Like, suddenly, all this stuff, like, it wasn't what I was expecting, I think, is the main point. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. I was expecting maybe they'd just go on a little tramp around France and then...
No way!
Up to, I don't know, Italy or whatever.
They go on tour on the continent and they get up to all sorts of mischief.
Yes. So... Yeah, I think that's the main thing that I didn't give it that extra 0.5 star was it was a tiny bit slow in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then everything happened in like the second to last chapter.
Yeah, that's true.
Like literally, the whole thing blew up and everything happened. And
I feel like that's very Monty though, as well.
Oh, definitely.
It's quite him. Yeah.
Yeah, I was also listening to it on like 1.75 speed as well.
Oh,
so.
Yes. Yeah. So
it did happen fast, and then it happened super, super fast.
Tom Riddle getting too excited at the end.
So like in the last half hour, everything happened, and I actually barely did any work at that point because I was like so into the story. And
yeah, just listening.
yeah, it was just that's the only thing, was that it was like a little bit slow, a little bit too fast, but the rest of it,
But it was fun, right?
yeah, it's definitely fun.
Fun.
And I definitely
story.
want to read the second one.
Yeah.
Don't know when, because I have a giant pile of stuff to read, but
Yeah. Well, when I finish my copy, I can send it down to you.
Cool.
I wonder who narrates, if there's an audiobook for that one yet, and who narrates Felicity.
Let's see. What's it called?
The Ladies' Guide.
It's Petticoats and Piracy, yeah. Petticoats and Piracy audiobook. Bear with me, internet. Moira Quirk. Oh my god, who was she off the Wild Thornberrys?
What?
Oh, that was disappointing.
Oh, really?
I thought she was one of the main, like, family, but she wasn't.
She's not.
She's just a random person off the Wild Thornberrys movie. She's also off Johnny Bravo and Hey Arnold.
Okay,
She must be
so
like
animated.
Yeah.
Like a voice actor.
She's a good voice person. That might be interesting to see.
So you wouldn't have got this at the end of your audiobook. There's like an author's note where Mackenzie Lee like does a little bit of an explanation about the grand tour of the continent and like the politics back in the day, and also epilepsy, because one of the characters, and we won't spoil it for you, internet, has epilepsy, but back in the day they kind of didn't really know what it was. And so she's got like other little notes at the back of her book about kind of the context a bit, which is quite fun to read as well.
That's good. That might have been in the credits, but you know, I don't listen to the credits.
No. Me either. I'm like, done and return to the library pronto so someone else can have a go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, actually, it was more of a, let's finish, take a photo so I can share it on my new Twitter thread, and then send it back to the library.
Yes, good. Are you doing a "this is what I'm reading this year" Twitter thread? I feel like I haven't been on Twitter in ages.
Yes, but I'm doing it as like a, this is what I've read.
Yeah.
So I do it with like just a quick, this is the book, this is how many stars, and then like a sentence of, like a little sentence review thing.
Yeah, I wanted to do that this year, but I haven't been on Twitter in like 2 weeks. So maybe I should just jump on that bandwagon a little bit late and just do like a little update.
Yeah, why not? Like, you're only 3 books in.
That's true, I am.
Plus, you wouldn't know you weren't on Twitter because of all your scheduled social stuff.
I know. Isn't it great?
It looks like you've been there.
It's just like old posts and stuff though, but it's good.
Thanks for filling out the feedback form, one person.
One person? It wasn't you, was it? It wasn't me. So.
No, it wasn't me. I'm assuming it's probably one of like Erin or Rhea.
Gay. Yeah. Mom?
Well, they apparently listened to every single episode, so they're
really?
our best fan. Whoever you are, shout out to you.
They are our best fan, our one and only fan.
One and only fan. This episode is dedicated to you.
Just for you. Is the form still up and going? Can people still do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you would like to be our fan with this one person, please fill out our form. It's on both our blog posts from the last season and probably on Twitter.
It's linked a few times on Twitter.
Yeah, and we will link it again.
I linked it again when I remembered it existed a few days ago.
Good. So we're just as bad as the internet.
Welcome to season 2!
Way!
Hey! We're off with a bang!
Off with a bang.
Expect to see so much more from us, and more author features, and book features, and movie versus book adaptations! Ta-da!
Insert here. Good. Love it. Yeah. We can't quite believe we've already finished an entire season of Rants and Reviews, and here we are kicking off another one. If you read along with us for our mini book club, do let us know whether you read A Court of Thorns and Roses or A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. We'd love to know what you thought of either or both of them. You can contact us on Twitter at Rants and Reviews, via Instagram at Rants and Reviews Pod, or flick us an email. This coming season we have some great content lined up and we can't wait to share it with you. Until then, happy reading and welcome to Season 2.